Hi, morning. So I'm CP Chong, the founder of KTC Education Group. Okay. Now, today we are going to produce a YouTube with the objective to explain the truth about accounting education. Now, most of the SPM students, UEC students, and even international school students have serious misunderstanding about the accounting education. So with today's half an hour's YouTube, we will try to so-called to make the student to understand the correct way in the correct courses in the correct institution for you to study in order to become a world-class accountant in Malaysia. Now, KTC Accountant Institute was established in 1997. So until now, in fact, we really have established for around 24 years with 7 branches throughout Johor State. Now, within the last 24 years, we've been very much focused in training the UK Chartered Accountant through the program of LCCI Higher Diploma in Accounting, ACCA CAT, ACCA. And in the process of 24 years, we have also developed our internal diploma of ACCA, which we combine these KTC DIA courses, okay, and make the KTC DIA courses as an internal program, okay, for 3 years. Okay, within the 3 years, when you study the KTC DIA, we arrange a student to sit for the external exam of CAT as well as ACCA. So besides developing this KTC DIA program, we also developed KTC CIA program. Under KTC CIA program, we combine LCCI Higher Diploma in Accounting and ACCA CAT program into one. So that means now all these SPM and UEC student or international school student, if you can have the SPM qualification with credit in mathematics and any other 2 subject credit passes from grade 1 to grade 6, and you have a pass in Bahasa Malaysia and Sejarah, then perhaps you can sign up for our KTC DIA program. So our KTC DIA program, it takes you 3 years, okay, to complete at a cost of around 30,000 over 3 years. So that means within the 3 years of the courses, you can apply for PTPM loan up to around 20,000. So, and the balance of the 10,000 can be paid by your parent EPF. So now, for those students with financial problem, right? So that means we have also another scheme called YPDS scheme, Young Professional Development Scheme. So under this scheme, the student can use work study scheme, okay, after the SPM, UEC or O level, okay, so long as you wish to pursue and become a world-class accountant, you can so-called sign up under YPDS scheme where you can work at the same time to study. So if you work in KTC group or CNA group under our professional company, so you'll be paid a salary up to 1,002 ringgit per month, and your school fee will be free for all the 3 years. So that means now, in the past 24 years, we have already trained the youngest accountant in Asia through our YPDS scheme. Okay, so that means now, as far as these students are concerned, the SPM and this so-called UEC and international school student, most of the students, they have a very serious misunderstanding about the qualification of accounting. Okay, so most of the students think that, okay, if they want to become a qualified accountant, right, they can study in those reputable universities in the country like Singapore, UK, USA, Australia, New Zealand, right, for a degree in accounting. Then when they come back, they'll be recognized, which is not right. Huh? So under the Accountant Act 1967 of Malaysia, so we have established a professional body named as MIA, Malaysian Institute of Accountants. Okay, now under the Accountant Act 1967, if you want to become a qualified accountant legally in Malaysia, you must be a member of MIA. And then MIA, okay, only recognize most of the degree in accounting from the government university. Okay, so that means beside the degree in accounting from the local government university like UTM, USM, UPM, now the foreign universities are not recognized at all. Okay, so that means now, so if you want to study foreign qualification, you can study the foreign professional qualification like ACCA, CIMA, and ICAW from UK, CPA from Australia, Chartered Accountant of New Zealand. Okay, so these are the programs which are recognized by MIA as a foreign professional qualification. So therefore, all the SPM, UEC, and the international schools O-level students, you must know that by now. So the degree in accounting from all foreign universities are not recognized. Therefore, if you are not aware of the law and the recognition of this qualification as a qualified accountant in Malaysia, if you study in overseas for a degree in accounting after your SPM or O-level, you may need to spend 2 years for your A-level and then another 3 years for your degree in accounting, which may take you 5 years. So if you study the courses A-level plus a degree in accounting in Singapore, UK, USA, Australia, New Zealand for 5 years, it may cost you around 500,000. So therefore, now, within a half an hour after you know the law, the Accountant Act, and the recognition of this MIA for those so-called qualification, then you will be able to save up to 5 years and up to 500,000. Okay, so that means now, today, in fact, we are trying to so-called go through the YouTube to let all the UEC, SPM, and O-level students know that in Malaysia, if you want to use a minimum fee and minimum time to become a world-class accountant, UK chartered accountant, you can go through our KTC DIA program. So now, for the KTC DIA program, it takes about 3 years. It costs about 30,000. Now, within the 3 years, the first year, for example, first 6 months, will be let you study about 4 papers, 2 subjects in accounting and cost management accounting. So then within a half a year, if you completed your this 4 papers, we arrange you to sit for the external exam. So if you pass the ACCA CAT these 4 papers, then you will be awarded with 2 diploma is under elementary and intermediate diploma in accounting and business. Okay, so the second half of the year, okay, normally we will let you to study another 3 papers. So within the 3 papers, there are 4 subjects inclusive accounting, cost management accounting, econ, and business. So now for the second half year, if you can pass all the 3 papers, you'll be awarded with another diploma in accounting. That means now through the KTC CAT program or CIA program or DIA program, the first year you should be able to gain up to 3 diploma within a year. Okay. Now, the second year for DIA, we arrange the student to study 3 papers per 6 months. So that means if you can pass all the 6 papers, which is considered level 2 of ACCA, then you'll be awarded with the advanced diploma in accounting in the year 2. So now, in the past 20 years, ACCA has a so-called training program. They train with a reputable university from Oxford Brook, UK. Now, when you have passed your advanced diploma, okay, of ACCA, then you are able to write a thesis and submit to Oxford Brook. And through the 24 years of this so-called training experience, okay, we are also so-called working together with ACCA professional body very closely. At the same time, the Oxford Brook University has also approved our lecturer to become a mentor and can do the marking for the thesis. So that means now after this KTC student pass the advanced diploma, and you can engage this lecturer as a mentor to do the marking, and then after you submit the thesis to this Oxford Brook University of United Kingdom, then if you can get approval, pass the thesis, then you will be awarded with honors degree in applied accounting. So that means now KTC can be considered as a only college can help you to gain the honors degree from a reputable university from United Kingdom within the 3 years. Okay, so now in the 3rd year, we arrange a last level 4 paper for all the KTC students to complete their final ACCA. So that means now if the student can pass all the 4 final papers, then they can have complete qualification of ACCA. That means now within the 3 years of our KTC DIA program, all the SPM, UEC, and O-level students, you have an opportunity to gain 4 world-class ACCA diploma, 1 honors degree from UK reputable university, and a complete ACCA qualification. Okay, so that means now the ACCA qualification is worldwide recognized by 180 countries. Okay, that means now once you gain this ACCA qualification, there is no way that you can become unemployed, because you can look for the job throughout the world within the 180 countries. So that means now all the SPM, UEC, and this international school O-level graduates. So now through this YouTube, you know that the so-called most affordable so-called institution for you to study within a minimum time to gain your world-class qualification, right, in ACCA is through KTC. Now, beside this so-called qualification, the next topic that today I'm going to discuss with this so-called the student, the graduates from UEC, from SPM and international school O-level graduates. Now, it's about the selection of the right institution. So in Malaysia, there are around 500 legal IPTS, okay, throughout Malaysia. Now, where else? There are more than 1,000 illegal institutions, okay, without MOE, without MQA approval, okay. Now, under the Education Act 2017, okay, if the SPM student, UEC student, or O-level graduates, right? So if you're sign up in this illegal institution, now you'll be committing a very high risk. Under the section 76, 77, and 78 of Education Act 2017, if you sign up your course with the illegal IPTS, so-called, then without any this so-called registration done, without the course approval MQA, then this particular so-called institution will be subject to a fine of up to 200,000 ringgit, and then the organizer can be jailed up to 2 years. Okay, so for every so-called breaches of the section 76, 77, and 78. Therefore, now, before the graduate, okay, all the SPM, UEC, and O-level graduates, you must check through, you must ensure that the IPTS that you sign up has the approval from the MOE with the proper registration as a IPTS in Malaysia. And then the courses they conduct, you must obtain the proper approval from MQA. Okay? Now, so these are the basic requirements for you to know. Now, besides to select a proper and legal institution and the proper course for you to study, the next check you need to know is about the background of the institution. Now, KTC Accountant Institution was founded by the group of the UK Chartered Accountant, okay, so who are practicing as an auditor and tax consultant, right? So that means now, as a founder of this KTC Accountant Institute, I have these two so-called world record in the ACCA Chartered Accountancy and Business Administration examination. Okay, now through my this experience, I have passed 14 papers in ACCA, CIMA, and ICSA within a month from November 1981 to December 1981. I have another world record is to complete one of the UK Chartered within 21 months, from March 1981 until December 1982. So that means now, as this so-called organizer of the KTC Accountant Institute, as a founder of KTC Accountant Institute, right? So that means all the students will be trained personally by me about the method of study, about examination technique. So now all the lecturers that KTC are employing for this chartered program are mostly chartered accountant, UK chartered accountant as well. So that means now, KTC Accountant Institute will ensure that, okay, this experienced and qualified this lecturer, okay, are provided, and the best material and most up-to-date material that can help you to pass the exam are provided. Okay, we are getting ready the latest, normally 2 sets of the manuals and revision kits for the student to study, to ensure the student can pass the exam. Now, so besides the so-called dedicated lecturer and also good teaching material, we also will guide the student the good method of study, the good method of examination technique. We also will guide the lecturer the good technique of teaching the course. So to help the lecturer be able to teach the student to ensure the student can pass the exam. So that means now all the SPM, UEC and O-level graduates, so that means now through this video we are guiding you how to select the proper course which is recognized by MIA, then the proper institution IPTS which is approved by MOE and MQA. Now, at the same time, we also try to guide you be able to select the IPTS which can help you to pass the exam. So, in the past 24 years, KTC Accountant Institution has so-called established a very excellent academic record. Okay. Now, in 2018, KTC Accountant Institute was awarded by Pearson Group, which organized LCCI Higher Diploma in Accounting as a center of excellence in Asia. So because our KTC Accountant Institute is able to produce World Prize winner in LCCI Higher Diploma in Accounting for a continuous 11 years, consistently from 2007 until 2018. So now, beside the award from the LCCI examination body, we also was awarded by ACCA as a gold status ACCA Training Center in the year 2020. So that means now, as far as KTC Accountant is concerned, right, with the 7 branches throughout Johor, you can study in any one of the center which is nearest to you. Okay, so for your convenience. Now, so all these KTC students, right, if you intend to become a world-class accountant and want to use a minimum time and minimum cost, right, to get the right qualification, please register with KTC now. So the next topic we are talking about is about the prospect of accountant. So most of the SPM, UEC and O-level graduate have a misunderstanding of accountants. So, for example, if you ask any SPM, UEC or O-level graduate, what is the function of accountant? Now, I believe 99% of the students will answer that the accountant is basically to write books or account, which is totally wrong. So that means now the modern accountant in the 21st century, in fact, is the commander of the resources of the company through the e-business system. So it means now accountant is the most important person in the organization. Based on the latest survey in recently, right, a CEO or general manager average income in Malaysia is about 15,000, and the average income of the CFO, Chief Financial Officer, right, so in fact it's about 25,000. So it means now, based on the current market, the accountant, right, especially UK chartered accountant, right, so in fact the pay is rate about 10,000 higher than general manager and CEO, chief officer, executive officer. So that means now accountant's role is become more important, because in the 21st century, the survival and growth of the company depends on the effective and efficient use of the resources of the company in order to improve productivity and quality, right? So that means now, in order to achieve this, they must implement the extended enterprise resource system. In short, we call it e-business system. And the commander of this system is always the accountant. Now, the next thing is about the Malaysian UK chartered accountant. Is most sought after accountant throughout the world, because for example, Chinese UK chartered accountant who can communicate, for example, 3 languages in English, Bahasa Malaysia, and Chinese. So when multinational engage a Chinese accountant, right, so or Indian accountant who can communicate English, Bahasa Malaysia, and Tamil, right, they are like engaging 3 accountants in other countries, like from China, can only communicate in Chinese. Let's say if they engage from Europe, can only communicate in English, or if they engage accountant from Indonesia, can only communicate in Indonesia. So whereas they employ a Chinese or Indian chartered accountant, they can communicate in 3 languages. Okay, so that's why here the accountant of Malaysia are more sought after. Based on this what I call our so-called Wawasan 2020, by right, this year last year we should have 60,000 so-called Malaysia chartered accountant under MIA, but up to last year, MIA has only around 35,000 members. We are short of around 25,000 chartered accountant in Malaysia. So on top of that, a lot of Chinese accountants or those Indian accountants are headhunted by MNC to work overseas in Singapore, in Hong Kong, in Indonesia, China, Europe, America. So that's why here, now, in fact, as far as these accountants are concerned, if you can become this UK chartered accountant, I believe you can get a very high income and can get job easily throughout the 180 countries, because you are the most sought after accountant by multinational company. Okay, so after this UEC, so-called SPM and the O-level graduate understand about this accountant's function and accountant prospect and accountant cost, right? So then you are able to make the right decision, okay, about the accounting education. So that under this COVID-19, so I believe in the next 3 to 5 years, it will be tougher for you to get a good job and good income. So by study so-called world-class accountants program like ACCA, LCCI, or CAT, right? So that means you are ensured of the good job and good income. Okay, so do not hesitate now. And if you want to become a world-class accountant, please contact our center manager as soon as possible. Today, I have 4 center managers in our southern branches. Okay, so I take this opportunity to introduce our manager to all the students. In case you want to make inquiry, you can call them direct. So the first center manager is Miss Nini as a center manager of Skudai branch.
Morning everyone, I'm Nini here from KTC Accountants Institute Skudai. If you would like to inquire regarding any professional courses, accounting programs, short-term or long-term programs, you can contact me via WhatsApp or call into our center.
Okay, the second person is our JB center manager, Mr. Alan Gan.
Hi everyone, I'm Alan from KTC Johor Bahru. If you have any inquiry about our course, course fee, course detail, you are welcome to contact me.
Okay, the next person is our Mr. Alan of Taman Desa Cemerlang branch.
Hello everyone, I'm Aaron from Desa Cemerlang. So if you are looking for any professional courses, you can contact me. We also provide free trial classes.
So the last person is Mr. Oscar. He's a center manager of our Iskandar Putri branch.
Hi everyone, I'm Oscar from Nusajaya KTC. KTC provides some 6-day corporate training courses other than accounting courses. If you are interested, then you may visit our website or Facebook pages for more information. Thank you.
So all these SPM, UEC and O-level graduates, even the working classes, so KTC Accountant Institute do provide full-time and part-time courses. Okay, so that means now if you want to become a so-called world-class accountant, right? So you can study both full-time or part-time courses. So if you have the interest, please call us now. Thank you very much.